Hello friends, fans, followers and likers. Hey everybody, it's Will Venus, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? So I thought I would give you an update of what it was like at the dentist this time around. If you're frightened of dentists, decide if you can stick around for tales of the dentist chair. I do hope you're alright with that. So yesterday I went and I was to get fillings. So I thought, can it be any worse than getting teeth taken out? Really? Well, so before I set off to go to the dentist, I thought I would actually rather get a bus rather than walk along, because it would mean I'd be a bit less, well, sweaty. I find that when I get sweaty, I get a bit more self-conscious, but yeah, so I got the bus along, went in, waited for about 10 minutes and then was taken through to the room. And they sat me down and said, okay, what we're going to do is do one of these, well, the only remaining top right back one. I thought, right, okay, that's fine. So they gave me the numbing gel, which I asked for. Brilliant. I mean, the two dentists that I've got, they're really, really nice. And I find that when you have a nice dentist, it really helps. Because if you've got one that's a bit dismissive or nasty or, you know, all those negative things, it doesn't help, does it? I think we've all been there at some point, knowing that we've had a really crap dentist, but these ones happened to be really nice ones. So they sat me down, put the numbing gel on, and then they went to put the local anaesthetic in. So I thought, okay, right, well, brace yourself, needles. So I just closed my eyes, mouth was open, of course, and in went the needle and the local anaesthetic. Now, this time around, the needle wasn't quite as sore, great, but about a minute later, I got this, it was this really, really, really throbbing, pounding headache all over here and behind my eyes, and I could really feel my heart palpitations going really badly, and then I was getting a bit out of breath. So I had to put my hand up and say, can you stop a minute, because I'm having real problems here. And they said, yeah, sure, that's fine. And so I couldn't really understand why I was feeling like this. Then they said, well, I don't know why they decided to do this, but they decided to use a slightly, goodness sake, well, get your words out here. They decided to use a slightly different anaesthetic to the one that they used the previous couple of appointments. And they said that this one contained adrenaline. Now, the word adrenaline to me is an enemy, because we all know that adrenaline is responsible for things like anxiety and the various symptoms of anxiety. And she said that's what I was experiencing. And they said they put the adrenaline in this particular anaesthetic, so it opens up the blood vessels so that the anaesthetic can work a little bit better, which wasn't great for me. So well, of course, by this point I was laying back in the dentist chair, and so they brought me forward, and I'd had to remember to do my diaphragmatic breathing, so the into the nose, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, hold for 4, and keep repeating that kind of thing to regulate these not just anxious thoughts, but anxious feelings. And yeah, they were really patient and things, and they said, right, okay, we won't use that one again. And they tested my gum to see if I could feel anything, and I could feel something, so they switched back to this other anaesthetic that didn't have the adrenaline, so that was good. So that was that part dealt with. Then it came on to doing the actual filling. I'm not a fan. I'm more an extraction fan. No, that doesn't make sense. I'm an extraction fan. I like extraction fans, as in the things that suck air out. But yeah, I'm more. For goodness sake, I am more a fan of extractions. For goodness sake. I like getting my teeth pulled out more than to getting them drilled, okay? Oh my goodness. So yeah, they'd numbed me up and everything, made sure my gum was completely, I wasn't feeling anything, and then they started to drill. From what I could, from the discussion that they were having between the pair of them, it was like a smaller drill that they were using. And I think it's like a sensory processing thing that's related to being autistic, that the feeling was just completely unbearable for me. That was only my feeling, so please don't let me put you off getting any dental treatment if you're someone that's, frightened of the dentist or whatever. These are just my reactions and feelings, yeah. They won't happen to everyone, so please don't let my experiences put you off. That's really not what I want for this video. If anything, I really want you to have the courage to go and get your dental work done if you're someone that needs to. So yeah, they did the drilling and things, and yeah, they'd finished with that bit. Then it came to putting the whatever the stuff is that they fill your teeth with. And so as I'm sat there, they're like pulling my mouth. Well, not pulling it, they're asking me for my mouth to be open wider and wider. And as you can see, I've got a bit of skin problems in the corners of my lips. So as my mouth's stretching, these bits are quite stingy sore, because it's like little sores I've got. We don't know what it is. I'm back and forth to the doctors, but that's another story for another time. Unless you want to hear it, let me know in the comments. And they had to put in some sort of contraption into the very back of my mouth so that it could hold the shape of the work that they were sculpting, I suppose. And it's a bit like having two metal rods dangling out your mouth, so I thought, right, rather than be frightened of what I'm seeing, I just decided to close my eyes and breathe the only way that I knew how, that I learned from Emma Kenny. If you want to know what box breathing is, I'll try and remember to put a link in. Sorry, that was my cat jumping down. So I've got all of these kind of things dangling in my mouth, and okay, right, we're finished with that bit of drilling. Now we need to use a different kind of drill, and the dentist, she didn't really know how to describe it. Now I know why. This drill, it felt a bit more pneumatic. Yeah, this drill, it wasn't the nicest of experiences, but I think she was only doing it for about 3 minutes, but it felt like a lot longer. And I was like really drilling away. And I thought, I'm sat here, well, not sat, lay here completely at these professionals' mercy. I can't move. I've got these things in my mouth, and I thought, right, rather than trying to fight it, just relax, let them do what they've got to do, because at the end of the day, it means that you're going to have better teeth. But it was really hard, really hard. And then, as all this work's been done, it reminded me of the last time I had a fill-in, which was about 15 years ago. For those that don't know, I've had this massive fear in the past of going to the dentist because of a bad experience. So yeah, that thought was going through my mind as they were working. But they'd kind of finished, so that was that. And then they said, right, okay, we'll do a scale and polish. So I thought, all right then, if you must. So they had some other tool and water thing and this suction thing, and they were doing a scale around this area. And because this area is very super sensitive, and I need a couple of, well, 3 fillings on this side, I just had to put my hand up and say, right, okay, stop, it's just too sensitive, do it another day. And so what they decided to do was leave it until the next time I'm there, and they'll numb me up to do the scale and polish, as well as doing another 2 fillings at the same time. The next appointment they wanted to do 4 fillings, but I said no, just 2 is enough to cope with. And yeah, so yeah, that's my experience at the dentist. I never thought I would be like, people keep saying to me, oh, you're so brave to do this. I'm like, it's only gone to the dentist. They're only trying to improve my quality of life, really. They keep saying, oh, you're so brave, I couldn't do it. And to be honest, I can't believe that I do these things. Yeah, it's an odd one to explain. I can't believe, oh, this sounds so arrogant and conceited, but I can't believe half the things that I do these days. I don't really seem to have any great fears these days, apart from heights. But I don't think I'll be throwing myself out of any planes or doing any bungee jumps just yet. I'd quite like to do a zip wire though, but nothing too extreme. But I don't know where this courage comes from, or I didn't quite know that one can have resilience if you just tap into it. But yes, the next dentist appointment, I am very excited because it means that they're going to fix these ones at the front, and it means that I'll be able to smile a little bit more, so I'll look a bit less, as my mum would put it, do-faced. Yeah, I've told you guys before, I'm not comfortable showing my teeth because it's just a reminder of being ill in the past and then being ruined by that illness. And I just don't like the way they look. So yeah, I'm very excited to get that work done because I'll be able to smile a bit more and reflect my personality a bit more. And then they said maybe in another 6 months I'll get a denture. You know, there's no shame in wearing a denture at any age. So I'll get my denture for all the teeth that are missing at this side, so that I can smile at any angle. And eventually, when I can save up for it, I'm going to get my teeth whitened professionally. So yeah, that's something to look forward to. It's just for me. It's through no pressure of anyone else. It's just something that's absolutely for me. I don't spend any money on myself, so I think I deserve it. Everyone deserves a treat, or you know, if it's something like cosmetic dentistry or plastic surgery or getting a new wig or extensions or, you know, some kind of aesthetic treatment, you should absolutely go for it. If it makes you feel good just for you, then yeah, definitely do it. I don't understand why people say they've had work done. So if it makes them feel good, so what? You know, I think that a lot of people, not everyone, but a lot of people are just too quick to judge, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know why it is we do that, because if someone's doing something that's going to improve their confidence, mental health, quality of life, etc., then why not? You know, why should we judge? And moving on from that, I was at the GP this morning because my anxiety has just been all over the place recently, despite doing, you know, guided meditation and all the talking therapy and whatnot that I do. And it was a new doctor, actually. She was very, very nice, which is refreshing, because a lot of the doctors at our surgery they shouldn't be GPs, to be honest. But this was a new one, and she seemed really nice, and she seems to think that my anxiety right now is being triggered by the thought of getting therapy, which I believe is coming up soon for me, which is I mean, it's something that I wanted to do for a while. I don't like anything in life that holds me back. Past traumas are holding me back from certain things in life, so I want to work on those. But it's the thought of talking about those traumas that are really triggering me right now. So this is when I really need to be a bit kind to myself, and to let others know that if I'm not like disgustingly happy all the time, or super upbeat or positive, supportive and all that, there's a reason for it. Not that I need to justify myself to people. I justify myself to no one, just myself. But if I do seem a bit, well, like this, that's the reason why. So there's nothing drastically wrong. It's just a process that I have to go through. So yeah, if you have enjoyed this, do feel free to give me a like, and if you are comfortable sharing, do let me know if you've got any fears of the dentist or whatever, and if you've managed to work around these things, or even if you just want to ask me any question, really. I'm an open book. And if you want to check out my other content, I've got quite a lot of it now, actually. You can check out a few of my playlists, or some of the videos that I'll link at the end or in a card up here. And if you're new here, I would love it, I'd absolutely love it, if you could help me grow by subscribing to this channel. You can do that by tapping the link down there, or I'll leave a little sticker at the end with my picture on it. You tap it and then you hit subscribe and you're ready to go. And make sure you hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on any uploads as and when they go up. So I shall leave this video for now and check back in with you tomorrow. I've got a video coming out tomorrow morning, so watch out for that. I'll see you again soon. Take care. Thanks for listening. Bye.